Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I thought I would show you a little project I've been working on for Saturday Morning Makes. So I haven't been on for Saturday Morning Makes in quite a while. I just haven't been able to get on to do that, to share projects. So I'm really glad to be here this week. Saturday Morning Makes is an open collaboration sponsored by or begun by Jill Norwood from Greenwood Girl Cards. Hi Jill, if you're watching. Thanks for everybody who's here to see my project today. So my project today is a result of a request by Linda Darby, who is a viewer on my channel, and she watched my recent Temu haul. I had a sponsored video from Temu, and one of the items that I got was this die set. This is a gingerbread house and gingerbread people. And she asked me if I would put it together so she could see if it would make a good mini album. So I love to do requests if possible, and I thought it would be a great idea to make this a mini album. So that's what I did. I made a mini album. So Linda, if you're watching, thank you so much for the idea. And I'm going to show you everything that I used, most everything that I used, and then I'll show you my project. So unfortunately, as of recording this video, this die set is currently sold out on Temu, but they do restock, and it said it was going to be restocked. So I'll link it down below, even though it's not available right now, but you could be put on a alert for when it is restocked. So it comes with all of these pieces. It comes with the main house die, which as you can see is really nice, good size. It comes with the door, 2 gingerbread people, a girl and a boy, and it does cut out the mouth, which is really nice. It comes with icing for the roof line. It comes with a bow, other icings for trims on the gingerbread or wherever you want to put them. This is a chimney. It comes with this, which is like either a window or a wreath, whatever you want to make it. And then there's another circle. You could use this for a window or whatever you want. Here are little pieces if you want to, like, paper piece a window pane for the round window. This goes around the bow to tie it together. Here's a heart you could add for whatever you want. And then there are 2 little dots as well. I used one of them for the eyes on the gingerbread. You could also use them for like buttons too. So I had this tray out because I figured I would put all of the things that I show you into this tray, and then I can move them off my desk because I used a lot of different things for this project. I used this die set from Temu also, and I used the smallest one because I think it looks like a biscuit cookie, and part of the gingerbread theme is cookies, so I wanted to use that. I will try and link that down below as well. So both of these will be linked. I'll see if I can link anything else as well. All these other things have been in my stash for a while. Most of the papers I used were from this paper pad, which is called Perfect Moments. It's an 8x8 paper pad. This is by First Edition. I got this on Amazon, I believe. They used to have some of this. I don't know if it was at Joann's or not, to tell you the truth, but I did get this on Amazon a while ago. And I love the browns and the pinks that are in it, and that's what I wanted my album to be. So I used a lot of those. I used a bunch of different stamp sets, but like one stamp from each. I used Merry Little Christmas from this stamp set. This is from Hero Arts, and I got this at Joann's last year. This one is called, I don't know, but Comfort and Joy Messages, and that's the number. I used one from this one. This is from Pebbles. This is an older one from Tuesday Morning, and I think I used this one, this little snow globe with the snowman. I used this one, which I got last year from Baker Forte. It's called Gingerbread Hugs, and I think I used this one or this one of those little gingerbread people. They're so cute, right? There's this one I used too, also from Tuesday Morning, a Pebble stamp set. I use this cute little snowman with the antlers. I just love that guy. And then from this one, this is from A Gingerbread Christmas from Echo Park. I used this cute gingerbread house, just like that one. I have my gingerbread stamp or Christmas stamps in one place, so I just took them all out and picked the ones that I liked the best to use in my project. This is Feelin' Frosty from Simple Stories, and I think I used that little house. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it from stamps. I used some of these gingerbread people. This is from a set from Hobby Lobby, and I think it was last year. I think they have this pretty much every year at Christmas time. It's Gingerbread Man 3D wood, 8 pieces, and so I used 6 of them. I painted the bow ties a different color, and I used some acrylic markers, and I'm going to be reviewing these soon. These came from a company for my review in addition to like a whole box of them, but I just used these 2 colors and just to color the bow ties because they were different colors and I wanted them pink and teal. These worked really well. I did use a couple coats of the pink one. And I used diamond dots for the buttons. They were different colors, so I didn't like those. And then, before I put the diamond dots on, I sprayed this with glitter dust spray in silver just to get them a little sparkle. I used some of these thickers. This was also from Tuesday Morning, and I think this is from Busy Sidewalks. Yeah, that collection from Crepe Paper. So I just used a bunch of snowflakes from this. I used a bunch of little enamel dots. Whoops, these are stuck together. I used a whole bunch of white ones. This is a pebble set. They're called Puffy Dots, and it's from 2019 from the Sun and Fun line. I used some of the shape sprinkles from Doodlebug, Peppermint Twist. I used my last 2 pink ones. I got this at Joann's. They're Bow Bunny candy dots. This was pretty recently. This is a Beautiful Things line. I used this palette from Jane Davenport. It's the Birthday Suit palette, and I just used some of, I think this pink one to do cheeks on the gingerbread people. I also used this Rosie Studio sticker pack, and this is from the Rudolph and Friends collection. I've had this for a couple of years, so I used some banners and some of these like octagonal stickers as well. And then for the base of the album, I used this chipboard, these chipboard sheets that I got on clearance from Hobby Lobby. And these are pretty thin. These are 0.35 millimeters. And also some paper I used is this one from DCWV, Merry Mod Christmas. I love this paper pad. I hope they bring this back one of these years. It's been out for a few years, I believe. Let's see, yeah, 2019. So, I just love these colors. There's like pink and aqua and some red and some green. I used a few papers of Santa Baby. This is an older one from Frank Garcia. And there may be some Sugar Cookie Christmas in there too. And then, sorry, I know this is getting long. I used all of these colors of diamond dots, some whites, pinks, and aquas. And I used Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo. And yeah, I think that's it. So let me get my album out and I'll show you. And I'll give you some measurements as well. This was so fun to put together. Okay, so you can hear the jingle bells. So this is it. How cute is that, right? Oh my gosh, I just love how this looks. So Merry Little Christmas, that's that stamp that I used. I used pink pearl embossing powder from Ranger, and I just think it looks so cute. And there's that die that I was talking about that looked like a cookie. Etched that with Vintage Photo. The gingerbread people, I used almond cream basil cardstock, which I usually use for my gingerbread people. And I made the wreath from the die set from Temu. I used some pink glitter paper, and that made me think of, it looks like kind of like a bottle brush wreath to me, you know, in like the retro colors. So I just used some retro colors and diamond dots and enamel dots to decorate that. I used the heart die to cut out a heart on the door, and then I cut my own border for that. This floral paper for both the door and the gingerbread girl, that's a digital paper from the Arala Miha shop on Etsy. And as well as this tan gingham paper, I printed that out from Etsy as well. That's from Color Vibe Studio. I'll link both of those shops down below in case you're interested. But the gingham comes with 100 different colors for just a few dollars, and you can print out like basically any color you need. This bow comes from the die set, and I think it's kind of big for a bow tie, but you know, it works. I love how the cheeks are rosy from the Jane Davenport palette. There's one of those Doodlebug candy stickers that I don't have too many of left, and I just put some thick pink thread behind there to make the dress. Well, I paper pieced the dress because there isn't a separate dress die. I just cut out the die out of this paper too and then trimmed it. I edged the top with white diamond dots to look like pearls. And I cut out those eyes that I was talking about with some black glossy paper from Tonic Studios and just glued them on. The mouths, luckily, were already there because I have a really hard time drawing mouths in. And let's see, the frosting and the background of the door, I used some white embossed, see those little dots there? That's paper from Joann's. And I used that floral paper for the chimney as well. And I punched eyelets with my Crop-A-Dile through, or I punched holes and added eyelets with my Crop-A-Dile through all of the pages with different colors of eyelets that I had. And I used a 1.5 inch binder ring. I think it's 1.5 inch for the, oh no, just 1 inch for the closure. So I think it looks really, really cute. And yeah. Let's take a look inside. So each page is going to be very similar. On the right side page is going to be like a tan background, and then I added a little like insert with photo corners, and I made it a 3-inch square because my photo printer prints out 3-inch pictures, so I thought it'd be perfect to add some like Christmas photos here. And I added the stamps that I showed you at the beginning, and then I just stamped out add photo with, sorry, I didn't bring that over. That's a little Michael's alphabet set of stamps. And yeah, so those are all the papers and stickers that I told you about. On this page, I added some rickrack in between the layers. I just like to add some trims onto some of the pages just because I think it looks nice when it's closed like that. So I added rickrack on this one. On the back page, I add some journaling space, and this comes from that Mary Maud Christmas. I just cut them out, rounded the corners, added vintage photo distress oxide just to, distress it a little bit. And there are those gingerbread wood stickers from Hobby Lobby, and then gold stickers from Busy Sidewalks. So super cute, right? It's very simple. If you've watched my videos before, you know when I make mini albums, I don't make them really, really ornate. And I didn't want to have pockets because the eyelet is at the top of the album. So when you turn it over, if you had pockets, everything would fall out. If you want to bind a mini album like this on the side, you could do pockets. Oh, you know what? Before I go any further, let me measure this. Sorry, I should have done that first. But the album from top to bottom is almost 6.5 inches. And then from side to side, it is 6.5 inches. So it fits perfectly through a standard size die cutting machine. Okay, so that's that page. And then the next page looks like this. Isn't that snowman adorable? And then I added some other photo corners I had, some more little stickers on this side, another gingerbread man, and more gold snowflakes, just to kind of keep it, cohesive all the way through. And the same paper pad for the journaling spots, just a little different pattern. And then the next one, I added pom-poms for the trim. I just glued those on with Fabri-Tac before sandwiching all of the layers together. This one, instead of photo corners, I added just a photo frame. I think this is, I forget where this is from actually, but you could just, I left the top open so you could slide a photo in there. So that's that one. And this is the reverse side. You could see the Santa baby paper behind there. I love that print. So there's that one. The next page looks like this, that cute little house. And then, oh, these stickers are coming up. They're kind of like washi stickers, so they don't stick that well. I'm going to go in with my white glue and just reinforce that. And then that's the other side of that one. So cute, right? Plenty of space to write. The photos are going to be the focus of this album, but I do love all the different patterns and colors. There's that page. This one's more like tan and black. and then more Santa Baby in the background of that page. And you notice all the different eyelets. I just have a bunch of different eyelets in my stash, so I just went through and picked out different ones for each page. And this is the back cover, again with that photo frame, and yep, that's coming up again. And then that's the back of the previous page. And then the back of the album, I just put a stamp of my logo. I didn't put paper on there just to, you know, I didn't want it to get messed up, so it'll just be the chipboard. So then when I was done and put my binder ring through there, that binder ring, I don't remember where I got that. It's just a 1-inch pink binder ring. I did order a bunch just today from Craftelier. I was watching With Love Breeze video. She was doing a collaboration with them and showed a bunch of binder rings, so I went ahead and ordered some, but this one I've had for a long time. So I went through my stash. I love doing this. This is like one of the most fun parts of making a mini album to me. And then just picked out a bunch of different trims and ribbons in the colors of my album, and just cut off like the same length of each and tied them in a knot around the binder album, just to add some, you know, pretty texture and other colors. And then I made a charm dangle here. I had a length, well, I have a bunch of gold chain, and I just cut off a length of that, put it on a lobster clasp that is chipped right there. Just saw that. And then added a bunch of charms. I added jingle bells, pink, white, and teal, which go with everything here. And then this is I think I got this from Scrap Diva Designs, like when she first opened. Isn't that a pretty charm? I thought because of that apron. I think it's an apron. Yeah, it's an apron. The colors and the like baking theme kind of went with this book. And then I added a pink little reindeer charm and then a pretty bow. And they're all gold metal, so they all go together. So yeah, that is my project for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. I will link as much as I can down below. Linda, again, thank you so much for the idea. I had a lot of fun making this. I hope you make one too. If anyone makes a mini album using this die set, tag me on Instagram. I would love to see if you show it on Instagram, just because it's so fun and it'll make a nice keepsake, whether you choose to give it away or keep it and put like photos of your family or your Christmas decor, or you could even put like a recipe here and a picture of it there. That would be fun too. So thanks so much for joining me. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else is making for Saturday Morning Makes this week. If you want to join Saturday Morning Makes, just hashtag your project Satmornmakes. That could be either here on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, wherever you post your creations. That way, whoever searches or follows that hashtag, it'll pop up on their feed. So, all right, that's it for today, you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll be back soon with more crafty videos. Take care. Bye.